officially they haven't spoken yet, and I presume that's because of the holiday season, but we will soon have an official reaction. Already the sense that we're getting from lawmakers, both from the ruling as well as opposition parties in Seoul, is that they are very, very upset at this move by the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe to visit the Yasukuni Shrine. Let's try and get expert analysis from Seoul. John Delury is an assistant professor of Chinese studies at the Yonsei University. He's now joining us on the phone line. Thanks very much for speaking with us here on the News Hour. Let me start off by asking you, Shinzo Abe has been in office for a year now, and he's done this ostensibly to mark the first year in office. Why do it now? Why go in person to Yasukuni, knowing full well how much this will upset both the governments and people in South Korea as well as here in China? What's the message he's trying to send?
Well, you know, in some ways it's hard to fathom from a South Korean perspective. He did say, I saw in a report that, you know, he hopes this won't upset Chinese and South Koreans, but he pretty much knows, you know, what the response is going to be here. I mean, I think the only way to understand it from a South Korean perspective is that domestic politics and the benefits that Abe gets domestically from his conservative base in Japan outweigh the costs of the reaction that this will provoke here. But, you know, insofar as he wants to improve relations with President Park, I mean, there's absolutely no way he can do that if he continues to push in what is perceived as a revisionist and even militaristic direction. So, you know, from the viewpoint from Seoul, this is going to look like domestic politics are more important than any kind of initiative to improve relations.
So how does the South Korean government, for example, respond to this? Obviously, there have already been strong statements from the foreign ministry, but beyond the rhetoric, what is it that Seoul can do? Is there anything it can do?
We'll see if they take any more proactive measures, but, you know, I mean, the President Park has essentially refused to meet with Abe since they both came into office, and she's been under a lot of pressure from, I think, the United States, you know, to heal the relationship, and she's holding firm. So, at a minimum, we'll continue to see frozen relations at the highest level between the two capitals. I'm not sure that there will be much more than statements of outrage, but again, they're already holding a very firm position, and this is going to ensure that it remains very firm for the foreseeable future.
And clearly that summit, if at all there was some talk in the pipelines, that summit's clearly not going to happen in the foreseeable future because of this. Thanks for joining us.